my gosh, that episode, that season. The looks on Liza and Charles' faces. I'm Taylor Strecker, and we have so much to talk about. So start sending your questions and comments right now and type them in the comment section below. You know the drill. You guys, I also have a special request for tonight. Basically, can you just tell me the most important thing you would like to happen in season 6? It can be completely plausible or something totally off the wall, like aliens. But just one thing that you wish, type it in the comment section below. Keep it to like a sentence or two, and we're gonna read them in a little bit.
Good, we're looking for storylines.
We got your storylines tonight. And also, we want to give a special shout out to all of our friends watching us on Sling tonight. Hey, Sling, hey. Okay, and now I'm so excited to introduce our guests of the night. You've heard them, now you get to see them. Darren Star, Hilary, Duff, Sutton Foster, and Debi Mazar. Welcome! Oh my gosh, and a live studio audience, in case you couldn't hear. And also, a drink of the night. So let's toast with our drink of the night. It's the No Way Rosé. So basically, it's named in honor of tonight's episode. It's like the No Way episode. So cheers, guys, to that.
Cheers to you.
And cheers to a great season. Cheers.
Season finale, Bessie. So good.
I'm gonna cry. Okay. So many questions to get to, so many fan questions, so many feelings. But first, what does it feel like to be at the end of the season? Is it sad? Because I'm crying. I've been crying for.
It just went so fast.
Yeah. I know.
We were just saying, we can't believe that everything has aired. Like it all just went really, especially this season. I felt like it went really, really fast. Even the filming did. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
It's been really intense. It's an emotional roller coaster for all of our characters because there's so many relationships that are like coming to fruition. And that last scene, you know, when you guys are walking down the street, it's kind of like,
oh yes.
You know, me and Malky are kind of, you know, we're done, and Nico is doing his, or Josh.
That Bubba, or whatever the heck. We are getting to that. We are getting
there's
to
a
that.
lot that.
There's a lot
It
happening.
just went down. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the reveals.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. It was like shocking for us to see it, because we obviously shot it, and then the editors put it together, and then like as we watched it, we're like, oh my God. Right?
Yeah.
The No Way episode. No way, no way, no way.
Suspense was built.
The No Way Rosé.
So when you're doing a season finale, do you know, like, when you start the season, do you know what the finale is going to look like at all?
We think about the finale.
Yes.
You think about where we want to go.
Yes.
Sort of like project,
Yes.
plan, and we're not quite sure how we're going to get there, all the steps, but we have an idea of where we'd like to see the characters end up by the end of the season.
Were there alternate endings from that end that we saw tonight?
You know, I have to say, we nail. I know that's a good question. Sometimes there are, but I feel like Claire was a bit of a, not, I wouldn't say last minute, but when it came, we were like, yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, that made me so angry.
Oh, girl, I'm with you.
Oh, I am.
I know.
I am hot and bothered by this, and not in a good way. Not in a Laurel. But like
I love this. I love bearing a character forever, and have the audience forget about them, and then have them come back.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the idea that she was gone and forgotten and sort of swept under the rug, and it's like, gee, what happened to Claire? I guess the writers forgot about her. No, we didn't.
Nope, surprise.
made our jaws hit the
She's
floor.
pregnant,
Yeah.
bitches.
And there was a bit of a red herring for Josh, thinking about possibly his, you know, being the sperm donor from Malky, or
Yep.
thinking about Liza, but, you know,
But that could still possibly not be his baby, right?
Please.
anything's possible.
Right.
Okay. Everything's possible.
season.
Says the pregnant
I'm
one.
manifesting.
Or it certainly could be his baby.
Oh my
Well, you can have your hopes and dreams for season 6 as well, that it's not Josh's baby. Okay.
That's the greatest thing, is we don't know what will happen moving forward.
Now,
So you guys don't know, but
We don't know.
guys already kind of
No,
know?
he doesn't
We have
know.
some ideas.
Are you sure?
You didn't say anything. We just had dinner. We don't even know.
he was like, we have no idea.
I'm not giving away this story at dinner.
Okay, so moment one, because we have to unpack moments, because it's
Okay.
that chock full. So the looks on Liza and Charles' face walking down the street. Okay, so you are Liza. You are the character, so I'm going to get to you in a second.
Are you?
Debi, Hilary, what do you think, in a word, Liza's face meant? Like an emotion, like scared,
Optimistic. Optimistic, scared, and excited. I think, you know, the sexual energy is on. They're fulfilling
I
their
don't think so.
dream.
I think she
Really?
She's like, I thought this was gonna feel better, and it's not feeling so right.
Why? Is it because the chase is done?
I don't know exactly what it was. You probably answer that best, but I think that there was this overwhelming feeling that it was going to feel really good, and it's just not matching up to that.
It was more his face that told the story than her face.
Oh God, both. I mean, I watched it like 10 different times.
I saw
separately
What's
and
yours?
together.
What's yours?
Oh my I think be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think
That's good.
I really feel like their whole relationship, and I feel like this season was about illusion versus reality.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I
And
think.
I feel like
just am
that,
agreeing with
and
him.
that
Yeah.
last moment was a metaphor for any relationship where you basically project who this person is that you're infatuated with, and they finally got real. And
You
then
get it,
sort of
and
like
then-
they're
it's
like,
like,
oh my
oh.
God, this
You got what
is
you
really real.
wanted.
And you know what? Relationships aren't always, they're not perfect.
No, they're not.
And it's the reality set in at that moment. And it's not that it's not going to be, it could be great, but it's going to be real. And I feel like for 5 seasons, it's been about fantasy
It's
between
been a
Liza and Charles.
fantasy.
Yep.
And suddenly it's like, okay, there's been ramifications to this relationship and reality setting in.
And he
what
gave
the-
up his
the
career.
stakes
I
are.
was gonna say, is Charles still rich?
Didn't he need to a little bit?
Gave up
You needed to.
everything.
Was it just about Liza, him giving up that career? Like, the company's kind of been, like,
No, but it's
struggling
so
for a while
much.
because of his choices, no?
Well, I think the publishing
Well, and
business in itself is
not
like a
necessarily
precarious situation.
choices.
Yep.
He needed an investment, but I feel like without sort of a relationship, his relationship with Liza that was, especially in today's world, like not
Yeah.
like investment friendly.
He gave it all up for you, and now you
Yeah, he did.
want it.
I do. And
It's
now
just
you have
complicated.
it. And now you are the
Oh,
publisher.
girl. Oh,
Now
we're gonna
she's the
get
boss.
to that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that
Everybody
dynamic.
should be terrified.
And Diana's not having it. She's like,
Oh yeah, Diana's like,
still in the
wait,
dark.
what the hell's happening?
what's going on?
nothing.
And she doesn't know your age still.
Or that I'm
No.
banging the
Boss.
She's madly in love with.
Banging the boss.
There's a lot.
not the
Oh,
boss
those are my
anymore.
hopes and dreams for
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't say that.
No.
But how great
show, we
was
never know.
Diana this season?
Oh, so great.
Yeah.
So great. So-
Amazing.
amazing.
And she directed an episode.
I know.
She was amazing.
Miriam was amazing. She
Yeah.
was hilarious. She grew a lot.
How about
Diana
her
grew a lot this
singing?
season.
La 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 la
Oh,
la, la, la,
that's
la,
actually in a
la.
fan poll coming up. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But real quick, fan questions
so
are coming
good.
in. I am melting, literally, and fan questions are coming in.
Be hot in
Can
here.
you just talk about the fact that it's 100 degrees in New York?
It's 100 degrees in New York, and my face is saying it all.
really
But it's 110 degrees in here.
And there's no air
And we're lights,
conditioning.
yeah.
And I'm wearing a long-sleeved dress.
And we're supposed to
From my
look all
grandmother.
fresh and shit. Wow.
Okay, so here we go. Let's go to Janine
we're
O. Will Diana ever find out about Liza? What a perfect question.
Darren.
Darren, go.
It's not that important.
Oh, Sutton, go.
Wow.
Sutton, go. That face says you answer.
It's not that important.
Diana finds out about Liza.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that important in the sense that life will go on. Diana, would, one way or another, she'll have her nervous breakdown and recover. Things will go on.
I agree.
You know?
I feel like there could be a real opportunity for.
I love the Liza and Diana relationship, and I wonder if it how it would change if Diana knew that they were more contemporaries.
Okay, so in the
Yeah.
season finale, you're asking her, like, you're saying, get me the pens. She's
Right.
like, I'll pretend
Right.
like I didn't hear that. I'll get you the pens. But I think that, like, you know, she's amenable to you, like, maybe taking charge. Like, she's a control freak.
Yeah.
But I think that watching her reaction is brilliant. And it adds to the comedy of the show. Like, she's like, okay.
Right. I mean, I don't think Diana wants to be beneath Liza in any
No,
way. So it'll be
no.
interesting to see.
Definitely
Yeah.
not beneath me.
Season 6.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be real soon.
Right? You're going to get chewed out, girl. Ooh.
Kelsey can chew
It's
her
not gonna
out.
be cute
Oh,
for
no.
you.
Like
Kelsey
that. I
can
don't think
fight
Diana
back.
will like the idea of being deceived,
Right.
but there's.
Me neither, because she likes to be a part of things. She wants to be in on
She
everything.
does.
Don't you guys think she kind of knows?
And I feel like she sits on the outskirts all the
I'm not
time.
sure she
and
knows.
feels
No?
like
Okay.
I have to say it's
Undecided.
It's undecided.
Huh.
But I personally do not think she knows.
Okay.
And
I'll take
that. Guys, liquor this man up a little more. We're gonna get some good stuff.
I think there's a lot of just narcissistic blindness.
Okay,
on
that's
her
fair.
part.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Very well
Where
said.
she's just basically not really thinking about her assistant to that.
And she's got
Right.
Enzo
Extent.
distracting her right now.
he's covered in poo.
And
It's
he's
a whole thing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Covered in poo.
Poor sweet
Yeah.
Enzo. Okay, let's go to another fan question. Kathleen G says, does a cast get any say in their characters?
No.
Darren?
Not really.
I mean, if they had a concern, we would certainly
Yeah.
listen.
I feel like
We don't need.
But-
we don't need
We
to.
don't need it,
trust,
yeah.
I feel like I'm talking too much. But I feel like I
You're
trust
gonna
the
be
writers.
naked in the mikvah.
No, I
We're
don't.
excited every week to see what we get.
Yes.
And we're happy with what we get.
Yeah.
And
You know?
we trust the writers so much. We have like the most incredible writers room,
And
like,
he'll say, like, get naked. You're like, can I have a body towel? He's like, no, you don't need it. You look great. And he's like, one of those guys that really builds you up and makes you feel good. So literally, like, we go with the flow because
Yeah.
we trust
We
our
trust-
writers and Darren.
and we trust each other, and yeah.
Yeah.
But by the way, if there was a concern, we would listen.
But I feel like they have
Writers would listen. We would totally be open to.
I wanted
anything,
Bustelo and
but-
not like Lavazza, coffee-wise.
Yeah, but they
That
have a
didn't
grander
happen.
sort of perspective on the characters than we do. Like
Right.
I feel like we're so we can sort of see like
It's like
they-
the forest for the trees. What is that saying? I never get that right.
yeah,
Seeing the
that
trees
thing.
for the forest.
But beyond that, I feel like we have a nice
Okay,
little.
try again one more time.
We have a nice sort of symbiotic relationship.
But don't you guys have like intense sort of battles
We
in the?
fight about the characters in the writers' room.
Yep.
All the time. Oh my God.
Does it come to blows and tears?
It's not blows, but sometimes tears.
Wow.
Really?
Can you share a story like over
It
which
has come
character?
to tears.
Over who? Over what?
By the way, they're such
Fatigue.
jerks. They have these big boards that are like storylines with Post-its everywhere, and when we get into there to do our table reads, they like flip the boards around, hide everything,
hide
take all the
everything.
important sticky notes off.
I didn't know they had that.
You guys have to find the weakest link. Get
Right?
them liquored up.
And then befriend them, get them drunk.
Buy them all the presents.
Yes.
But I love that they're so invested that they.
We do.
That-
We get
that it
very
gets
passionate.
heated.
We have
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
love
passionate
that.
discussions.
You love these characters. They're
Yeah,
And
we
we
do
like
too.
the surprise.
Yeah.
We
A
love
lot of
sitting at the
arguments
table
about
read.
where they should go, and
Yeah.
it doesn't just like happen quickly.
Right.
I mean, we will spend days discussing a plot point or where
But Darren's the
characters
boss.
go.
In a store.
Darren's the boss.
Speaking of plots, so Man C says, is Liza going to come clean publicly next season?
Clean
Want
about
that?
what?
About
Age.
Who is
Oh,
Creep? I want to know who that is before I answer that.
why does she have to come clean?
No. Maybe it's up for grabs. It's definitely. We'll see how Quinn feels about it. Quinn's a powerful player next season.
Yes, so as is
What's
Kelsey.
her agenda?
Yep.
Quinn has a few agendas.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh God, we'll get to that in a second. So right now it's time to go to our polls, people. So we're gonna reveal your season 6 hopes and dreams very soon. So keep sending them in, but I have a fan poll for you right now. So which one of these moments was your absolute favorite from season 5? Charles finding out Liza's real age, Charles kiss with Liza in the snow, Charles and Liza's sexy time, Diana's cabaret routine, Liza and Caitlin's lonely goat herd performance, or drunk Kelsey, who we saw a couple times
was
on the
really
season,
good.
who I know is exhausting for you to play because I follow @YoungerTV on Instagram. Saw that.
Saw that too.
It was
What?
great.
How hard drunk?
How hard is to be
Kelsey
drunk?
Not so
Oh, it's
easy.
hard. It's
Yeah,
hard.
emotionally draining.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
gotta
tiring
play-
at the end of the
You gotta
day.
play drunk for hours and hours and hours.
You guys love to make me drunk on the show.
You do it so well. It makes us laugh.
So you guys cast your
And it's
vote.
Kelsey.
You guys cast your vote in the comment section below. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But right now, moment number 2. So I want to talk about Zayn's unexpected profession of love when he was actually like, he
Yes.
professes it, and then he says, well, I was in love with you.
Past tense.
Past tense.
Your comeback was great.
So what do we think about that whole scenario?
Oh God, I was so annoyed. I feel like Kelsey's always annoyed by him.
Yes.
But one, I hate that he left because he couldn't handle her being above him.
Yep.
But it does set up a very good, like their competitive relationship can be even stronger now that that they're not even under the same umbrella.
Yes.
Like they were competitive fun at work, but now they can be competitive like actually at different companies. And I feel like that's very juicy, like
Yeah.
chemistry.
So this isn't the end of Zayn.
But how annoying to tell someone I loved you. You're like, a little
Loved.
too late, bro. Like, oh, you only got interested
You said it in
when
past tense.
there was another guy involved.
It was really good.
Right.
Although,
And that's so typical man.
but Kelsey wasn't. I mean, you know, Kelsey did pull some shit on Zayn.
Shenanigans.
What
do you mean?
Over the season.
Didn't you? Because
I
of
mean-
Jake?
Yeah.
What, oh, guys don't date multiple people at the
I
same
know,
time?
but
Right.
But from Zayn's point of view. That's all.
He loves you.
I'm just getting drunk.
He loves you.
Okay, Liza. I thought I heard that. So
And by
that
the way, he did say that I loved you.
Loved.
loved
Past tense.
was
No,
in
but
love.
he said the love. He said I love you.
Does that count, Darren?
In past, you know what? It's a little passive aggressive, but he
It's
let you.
so
Yeah.
passive
It's so
aggressive.
passive.
I
It's
do.
totally
I
passive.
do like that
Or
he
just
had his heart on
aggressive.
his
It was.
sleeve, and he, you know, because at first he was just sleeping with her for like the past 2 seasons, and
Yes.
he wouldn't like seriously date her. And I think she was a little more invested, and
Yep.
then she, you know, someone else takes interest in her, and I agree it's inappropriate because it's a work thing. But then he all of a sudden is like, wait, I want this, and that's like not cool.
I think
Typical and
I think he
classic.
felt like he was played a little bit.
Which, you know,
Was.
like
He
it's
was.
played.
And then you suddenly became his boss, so he, you know.
So even
he's
worse,
run
what
away.
a blow. Love it.
Okay, guys, it's time for your poll results. So, which one of these moments was your favorite from season 5? And the majority of you said the snow kiss over
the
sexy
snow
time.
kiss was
Snow
so
kiss.
romantic.
Okay, do we agree with that? Do we like that?
I think real age.
No, 36.
What?
Snow kiss. I see. Got
Snow
it.
kiss.
30. got
Darren,
it.
I can't see the monitor either.
Okay.
I have somebody in my ear telling me the answers.
Was it real snow? Was it real snow?
No, it was soap.
so?
What? Did
It
I
was like
taste
soap.
that?
It was I got the worst of it.
Yeah.
The wind was blowing this way. Like Peter's back
So you were
got
really
attacked, and I was
clean.
like,
You'd have blown bubbles if you made
yeah.
spit.
It was like, it was really pretty, but it was soap.
Okay.
Does that change your answer?
Okay,
Love
it's time now
that.
for season 6 hopes. So let's see what you guys are hoping and dreaming. Let's go to Debi N. OMG, a Carrie Bradshaw book for Empirical. What do we think?
Or Sarah Jessica Parker book for Empirical. She has her own publishing
She does?
thing now. Yes.
Oh, that would be cool.
A little cameo schmameo? That would
Why?
be great.
That'd be a good one.
Is that a possibility?
Well, great idea, Debbie.
Great
Norris.
idea. See, I told you.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
We're looking for ideas.
But it would
I'm
be
like
for millennials.
all ears
Looking
now.
for ideas.
Yeah.
We'll get you all of your ideas now. Let's go to Danielle W. Josh and his tribe of women raised the baby.
Ah.
So who would be in this tribe?
Well,
Well,
there's
Well,
3
here
of them
we
right
go.
here.
Okay, that's true. And
gonna
wait,
have-
but does Claire get to be in the tribe?
No.
I guess it's
We'll
her
see how-
baby.
what are we gonna do? Take the woman's baby?
We're like, thank you, goodbye now.
You're getting shipped back to Ireland. We'll keep the baby.
Yeah, that's like a
Very
crime,
Rosemary's
right?
Baby.
Like, are we gonna be having to live in the apartment with her?
I know. What's
In
going
my
to happen?
Wait, my
It'll be crowded.
apartment?
No.
Yes.
We don't live
The
in
tribe
an
of women
apartment.
moved
no.
to the loft.
Do we have
Josh doesn't live.
space?
Josh doesn't live in your apartment.
He doesn't have room in his apartment, though.
That's true. He's gonna have to
It's
move
gonna
over.
be- it's gonna be-
Scoot on.
Actually, have you guys noticed how big our apartment is?
it's pretty damn
keeps
big.
growing.
Huge.
It keeps
Yeah, like
getting
where are the
really-
rooms?
Oh, really?
Where are these
I have
rooms?
a gigantic bedroom. We have one bathroom,
Back
but
there,
a
they're back there
gigantic.
somewhere.
There'll be a nursery that appears next season.
Let's go to
be the
Angel
gay aunt.
S. Hope Zayn and Kelsey get back together. What do we think about that? Hilary?
Yes.
You for it?
I mean, I love Charles Michael Davis, but
That smile.
I thought he's got a damn good smile.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, but,
And you guys are
he's
hot
he's
together.
got to shape it up. He's got to step it up, I think.
Okay.
She deserves a lot, and you know.
you're cheating on him.
But I think
Like, he needs to step up. He's not cheating on you. You're cheating on him.
He never made it official with me.
That's true. He didn't claim her.
Right.
But I do
right.
think
She's
with
a
you
free
guys
agent.
not working together
Guys,
in
my
the same
hands are
company,
sweaty.
it's gonna.
That's really immature of him. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I don't know that I can
I love that he's working for Chicky.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so good.
Maybe.
Chromosome Y.
Maybe.
Maybe.
not.
What?
He's working for Chicky. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, we
Yeah,
don't
who
know.
knows? He's also been a liar this season
Yes?
That's true.
with his work stuff.
Well, okay. We're going to get to work stuff in a second.
other
with you
liars in the
specifically.
show.
But moment number 3, we have to talk about Maggie and Josh and their sperm donor situation.
Yes.
So, Malky and you, it's a little weird about, the baby and Josh's sperm and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any shot in hell at a future together after that one, or is it done?
Listen, I don't think Maggie wants to co-parent, and I think she should have been more open about what her plans were. Listen, you never know.
Okay.
You never know. I mean, I think that she definitely likes Malky, but her coming after Josh was kind of like odd
yeah.
at a dinner
A
table.
little inappropriate.
Yeah.
Inappropriate and also too close to the cuff. So I don't see a big future there. However, I'm an actress. I don't know what my writers have in store for me.
That's true.
And whatever happens, I embrace it and I'll have fun with it.
I want
I'm
to see you- I hope-
hoping not. Listen, I have
Yes.
kids in my real life.
Yes.
It's enough. Like, I don't want to deal with any more kids in my life. You know, like I've already gotten through the parties and all the birthday parties and stuff. Like I'm done.
You're like, Maggie is my departure.
Debbie Mazar personally is done. So if it happens, okay. You know,
Yes, yes.
later in life, people get into new relationships, okay. But
For now, let Maggie
Darren, please.
drink and smoke her pot.
there are so many more exciting ways to go.
Okay,
Well,
well,
it's not Maggie's baby. It's not Malky's
Right, it's
baby.
not my
either.
baby.
Yeah.
And there's another baby possibly coming on the show.
and thank you for that beautiful segue. Speaking
Yeah,
of babies,
segue, babe.
Josh has a little bit of baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Claire shows up, friggin' preggers on his stoop or at the door. Lauren slams the door in his face. Ladies, is this Josh's baby?
Nope.
Nope. I knew that was coming out of Hilary's
She's
mouth.
been a
don't think
hustler
so?
from
No.
day one.
She really has been.
She has
So
been.
we don't know what's up with that.
Right?
DNA testing. And
true.
Maggie
Oh,
will
for
order
sure.
that.
Oh, but here's
Maggie's
the
going
thing.
to order
You
DNA.
just thought about the possibility that it's not Josh's baby.
You
DNA
just.
testing.
I assume that it's Josh. I assume.
I assume it's Josh's
I
baby,
think
too.
that what's
Me
going to
too.
happen is
I
that
think he's on face value.
he's
Claire's
such
pregnant.
such a good guy. He's going to step up to the plate.
They
will.
definitely
He
had
will.
Take care of her
sex.
while she's pregnant.
Yes.
Maybe take care of the baby for a little bit, and then some crazy ex-boyfriend's going to show up, and the kid's going to be that one.
I love that
Well, now that
scenario.
can't happen because you just said it.
Well, something similar needs to happen, Darren.
But
Listen.
one thing I do know is that
It
I
can't be
don't
his
think
baby.
Liza will be able to stay away from.
Oh, no. No.
Nope.
From
Well,
Josh.
you're always showing up in there in sexy little outfits.
Yeah.
She's always going
Hillary
over
said
in
that on the
sexy little
podcast. She's like
outfits.
always these little like negligees.
What? I
Yeah, and my black bra showing through my top.
It's true.
I'll see you in the hair and makeup room, and I'm like, "Are you about to go shoot that scene? What do you like? That's mean. He's in love with
mean
you."
to Josh.
She's like, "I don't pick these things."
She likes the attention.
I know. I know. She wants her cake and cake too.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, so let's go to some more fan questions. Callie C says, what do you do on set to keep the energy up on these long days? Do you guys have a ritual or something fun that you all do together?
Well, she knits.
we sing songs. We do dances. We do lots of crazy stuff. I don't know.
We do this. We do that.
I believe that.
But I will say that
go crazy
we do go
sometimes.
crazy.
And she knits.
I do. I crochet.
No,
yeah.
I know.
But it's a really fun set. I feel like there's no drama. We were just talking about this
We don't
earlier.
have downtime.
There's no drama.
No, we're
It's
moving
like,
a lot,
It's super
a lot.
fun and easy,
Yeah.
and like we all really love each other. And
But I remember directing a scene once, and you guys were in a car together early on, one of the first.
I remember that
episodes.
car.
And I had my headphones on because it was like a tow shot, and it goes on for a long time. You know, you're towing the car, and it's like all this time between takes. You got to reset, drive around the block. I had my headphones on, and like Debbie and Sutton are just like chatting. I'm like, they were
What are we
just
talking
having a good time.
about?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Whatever, but they were.
But we
just-
all like
they were
each
entertaining
other.
each other. I was like, it wasn't like kind of okay.
We're getting
now
to
what?
know each
They
other
were-
then.
yeah, we were. And I
Yeah.
feel really lucky because we all
was
like
season one.
We all really like each other, so that helps. You know, there's never like a.
But here,
Well,
I have a
funny
question for
enough,
you guys.
we don't have that thing where we go like, shh, my camera's on, my mic is on, don't talk. Like, we really.
They definitely don't.
I
They all
have
talk
those
when the
moments
mic's
on
on.
other sets. I don't have that on this set where I'm like, oh shit.
Bro is
totally
listening.
kicked someone in the
What are they
butt.
going to say?
Like,
Next fan question is from Tony Ann. I like that whistle. P,
Thank
will
you.
Maggie and Charles ever meet? Great question. Will Maggie and Charles ever meet?
never met Charles.
Maggie,
I've never met Charles.
what do you think Maggie will think of Charles?
I don't think she's gonna
know.
like him.
No, she's never been a fan of Charles.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't have anything bad to say about Charles.
He's a little stiff. You don't like that?
I really like Josh, and I like the energy, but I like the girl that you're becoming, the woman you're becoming with Charles. I think that.
Don't you think that your character is more drawn to people like untraditional
I think
things?
that
Yes.
Charles is a little stiff, but I think that Maggie's the kind of gal that would like kind of go to Charles and like do one of these things to open him up. To get like
get into
great
like,
stuff out of him.
about your darkest moments.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I do one of these.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Just whisper.
You know what I mean? Like I think that
We all
Maggie
seen her
would
with a
open him
knife
up.
before.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
watch
And
out.
I bought my husband this really cool knife recently, so I'm thinking of this. Anyway, I think that she would like try to open up Charles to really see who he is, as far as being protective over who like Liza's dating.
Yeah.
So you really know like what his intentions are.
I like this for a storyline too. We see a different side of Charles, like the
love
dark
it.
side, or he's like his vulnerable side.
I could see myself throwing my feet up on his desk. Meanwhile, my heels have on fur.
Yes,
Ew,
fur.
gross, mine's
From the
too.
dog.
It's the carpet.
And,
you guys, welcome to my home.
Ew.
Welcome. Everybody walks off the fur. Okay, let's go to another fan question. Chrissy B, plot idea. Could Olivia Benson have a book idea and come on the show? Wow, that's a lot of worlds colliding there.
You're the
Darren?
creator.
What do you think of Olivia Benson?
What do I think of Olivia Benson?
Who's Olivia Benson?
What? Mariska, isn't it?
Yeah, Law and Order
SVU.
SVU. Yeah,
Oh,
Detective Olivia Benson.
I
Yeah.
love her.
Yes.
God, I
wait.
got
Always
that
Lady
right.
Mariska coming on the show.
But it would
Yeah.
be so.
You
I
would
think
love
it would
it,
be
right?
more interesting to have Mariska on as like
My lover.
as someone else.
She'd be my girlfriend, and then I go to meet Charles.
Oh, there we go.
Pal.
I think that would be more interesting.
Right?
Sorry
Yeah.
for the.
That's
I vote for that. I like
Yeah.
that. We're coming with
No
such great
crossovers.
ideas.
So yes,
He's like,
He's so bummed that this is his first getting younger. Like
I could have.
he's like,
Yes, I could have
I
been
could have been
working
using
this
so
for so many
long.
seasons.
all the ideas.
These questions.
This is like
audience.
a long show.
Yeah. No. By the way, keep them coming.
this wealth of knowledge at
More
your
ideas,
fingertips.
more ideas,
right?
more
Okay,
story ideas,
Let's go to
please.
Beth Ann M. What's your favorite scene to shoot this season? Or what was your favorite scene to shoot this season? That's like, that's tough, huh? I'm going to start with you, Sutton. It looks like you're ready.
No, I mean, I really
Crane
enjoyed
shot?
the sexy time crane shot. No, I really enjoyed the snow scene.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed the final scene of the season. Both with Peter. I mean, they were like pivotal scenes, and I think those would be my favorite.
You know, our problem with the snow scene is that you can't do fake snow when it's cold enough to actually snow.
Right.
And it was almost cold enough to snow, remember?
How freezing is it when you're
I
shooting?
was there. It was
Yeah.
It's always
so
cold when
cold.
it's
that-
shooting.
I think it's better
It was-
than being hot.
Yeah. It's,
That's melting
Now you-
away.
now
But it
you
wasn't-
think that, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
when you're in the cold,
When you're in the
like,
cold,
I'm hot.
you're freezing.
Hilary, favorite scene?
That's tough. You know what? I had a really good time with Peter walking into his office. I feel like Kelsey's been pretty disrespected by him all season long, like with choices that
Really?
yeah,
Like Charles?
yeah. I feel like
Okay.
he's always giving Liza like all the credit for everything, and I think he's obviously a little biased, but like he's always like, and we'll thank Liza for this, and Kelsey's like,
Is he
hi,
being
I'm part of these
ageist?
decisions.
Towards
see,
because she's
so
younger?
I don't
Opposite.
think she knows. I think she, what do you mean? She's
I
constantly.
mean, like, I feel like
He's
you're always
squashing her
getting the
ideas.
fucking job, and she gets nothing. You get the job, and she gets nothing, and she's done the work.
That's because you're her best friend.
Yeah, so you know the inside of her world, but other
Right.
people don't. They think she's just an
Right, right.
assistant.
It's so funny how we all see it.
No, okay. One
That's
thing,
why
he
people-
takes,
that's why
he
people are
takes
so
the book from her.
invested.
He takes the book from her in the beginning of the season.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Just stamps the other imprint on it. I
Yes.
think that's really
Oh,
rude.
that's huge.
Yes.
And then the
Yeah.
other thing is he always thinks her ideas are like kind of too crazy or doesn't want to take a risk on them or
Right.
spend the money. And he makes her take on other books.
And then she's right.
And then she's right. She's the one raking in all the cash for the company.
Well, speaking of which.
and then
And now
he,
you're the
and then
publisher, bitch.
I think it was awesome. I loved the scene where I got to walk in and say, "How about if I have Liza ask you?" Or should he do it? Should we do dinner
That was
or
such a
after
good scene.
dinner?
My heart went to my butt during that scene.
Yeah.
I bet
Which
his
is
did
good.
too.
But it was such a calm ass moment. It was, yeah.
That
You're
was-
like, oh.
And then my other favorite was when Liza says, like, if you're actually asking me to choose, I choose you.
Oh, yes, that was, because everyone's, it's
Yeah.
about, it's Charles and Liza, it's Liza and Josh. No, it's actually about the two of you guys
Yeah.
and your love.
Yeah.
That friend love.
I think at the
Good
end
stuff,
of this
Darren.
show, it's
Yeah.
going to be like you and I standing there.
We both did some interviews today, and someone said, who do you see the couple standing at the end? Who's the couple? And I went, oh, it's Liza and Kelsey.
I said the same thing.
It's Liza and Kelsey. It was obvious. So yeah, I feel like that's the true love story of the show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm crying, but I'm sweating so much you can't even say that. Okay, now, let's go to the final moment when Kelsey is, it's announced that she is the freaking publisher.
The boss.
Taking over for Charles. Okay, what was your reaction when you read this? I mean, what do you think about the decision? Do you think that, is she ready to be a publisher? Like, I know she's excited, but she was shocked. She did not know that was coming.
No, I don't think she knew it was coming at all. I think I'm still a little shocked by it. I think she's terrified that she can't step up, but I think that with the help of this one and Quinn, who's
Yes.
a heavy hitter and a smart woman that I think she really respects, I think she's gonna pull through, at
think
least
she
for
is
a little
too.
bit, you know? I think Kelsey is so scrappy and she'll rise to the occasion when she has to, but there'll be tears and pressure.
Can we ask these guys questions?
I mean, maybe
Does it
one,
work
because I know
both
we're out of
ways?
time,
What?
but one question?
Is Kelsey ready to run Empirical?
Ooh, well, you're gonna have to Instagram at us.
Not that quick, right? Yeah, I got it.
Not
And
that quick.
Facebook at us, and tweet at us.
Yeah, gotcha.
Is Kelsey ready? Yeah.
Well, guess what? Charles hasn't been so ready lately.
But it is interesting timing that Kelsey's taking over a bit of a sinking ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it'll.
I think it's going to take a lot more than just we got to get a book that's a hit and then it's going to be this. I think she's got to dive into the company and figure out where the weak links are and what's been really going on. She's got to be smart, but I think she is.
You guys set
Smart,
up.
ambitious. Yeah.
And I will be there
beginning.
every step of the
Yes.
way.
Oh,
She does really save the day, so I can't be that mad that Charles
I've got
always,
an idea. That's what Liza says every episode.
And you run off.
Stay. That was part of the other great thing is that she stays and doesn't go to Chicky.
I don't.
Yeah.
No.
well, guys,
And how
you set
fun
up.
was Martha Plimpton?
Oh, so much fun,
gosh.
She
Martha.
is wild.
She's so
Hysterical.
awesome.
She is a wild one.
Hysterical.
Well, you guys, you set up season 6 very nicely, so thank you very much for a fantastic season 5. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank
Bye,
you,
everybody.
thank you.
Bye, thank you.
And thanks to the fans so much for hanging out with us every single week. You guys are the reason the show
Yes.
exists. We couldn't have done it without you. So we had the best time hanging out this summer. I had the best time. Thank you so much. And be sure to check out our podcast, Younger Uncovered, tomorrow. Our final one, extremely emotional, with Peter Herman. He made me cry. I did not make him cry, but he made me
Was
cry.
it sweat or tears?
Well, it was a little bit of both, actually. You guys, we're gonna leave you now with some bloopers from tonight's finale, and we'll see you next season.
Six, seven. Really?
27.
That's the way to do it.
Zaddy, zaddy. Careful, fire.
Well, I saw what you did with Millennium. Well, and the go. Sorry. Gotta go back, which is something you have been impressively able to pull out of your. Let's do that again.
Pull out of your.
And I've actually had my biggest success. And I've actually had my biggest success with this line.
It's like an iceberg, but it's made of. Is this
It's real, guys. You didn't know that? Yeah, it's a real thing. So stop flushing your condoms and your wet wipes, America.
That's a good eyebrow dance.
That's Enzo. No, I've got me in the fat. That's Enzo. No, I've got to get me. God, ugh. That's Enzo. No, I've got to get over there. I can't speak English. That's Enzo. I've got to get over there. I don't know what's happening. It's hard to say words, guys.
Give it one of these.
Okay.
You know,
everything around here.
Close your own door.
Josh! What?
The cacao mother, we called her and she, no.
Kelsey. That's her face.
I'm not gonna do it now.
Bernadette Peters. Okay.
They're putting him out to pasture.
No! Sorry.
Where are we looking?
Just here.
I was like,
Is that how we did it? Is that how we held hands?
Nope.
Not at all.
Not
is
even
it?
a little bit.
Should we go back? Because I feel like this feels weird.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think that's how we held hands.
wait, are we on camera?
Oh, Hollis, why'd you try to trick us like that? Subscribe to Younger Uncovered.
The podcast dedicated to all things younger.